Hi there, everyone, and this is Krissy from In the Stars by Krissy.com. And in this video, we are going to be talking about Mars in the sign of Scorpio. Now, mag-transfer pa lang si Mars in the sign of Scorpio. Actually, as you're watching this video, if you are, if napanood mo tong video na to the moment na in-upload ko siya, basically, most likely kakapasok pa lang ni Mars in the sign of Scorpio. So, uh, let's talk about this for a short while. This is actually very important. I don't usually make videos regarding certain planets changing signs, but I kind of feel that this Mars in the sign of Scorpio needs to be talked about for many, many reasons, especially since November is quite of a big deal. It's quite of a big month, I would say, because it can trigger a lot of things and a lot of certain events that can be draining, can be stressful for some people, but it can also be quite unforgettable. Anyways, ayun, before we get started into what Mars in the sign of Scorpio may mean, so this is going to relate if you have Mars in the sign of Scorpio natally, and based on transits as well, because I will add that into the mix as we go along in this video regarding the 6 weeks cycle of Mars in the sign of Scorpio. So matagal din yun, kahit pa paano. Abutin tayo until on December, one way or so. So until the end of the year of 2021. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, my name is Krissy and I'm an astrologer and intuitive empath, and I do readings, and I also work on certain rituals and charts. If you're into that, you can check out my website in the stars by Krissy .com, or yeah. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll really appreciate the support and everything. And don't forget to hit that tick the bell icon to get notified whenever I post videos like this. Anyways, let's first talk about Mars and the sign Scorpio in the most basic level. So whenever we're talking about Mars and the sign Scorpio, this is really more about, we first tackle what is Mars is, and then we look on what Scorpio might actually mean. So first of all, what is Mars? Mars has a lot to do with our primal energy, with our raw energy. It deals with energy in itself. It can represent a male. It can represent our sexual sexual things in life and stuff like that. It's our urges. It can a bit talk about our life force. It deals with how we take action on certain things in life. All those kinds of things are all Martian. How we initiate things, kumbaga. All of those kinds of things. And Scorpio, what is Scorpio? Scorpio is a very, very deep sign, and it's a sign that deals with secrets, with the occult, things that are hidden, things that deals with the secrets, things that deals with things that are forbidden, and things that deals with things that you cannot do but you still end up doing. It deals with desires. It deals with sex in itself. Kaya Mars actually rules and Scorpio rules Mars and stuff like that, vice versa. They meron silang energy na medyo similar that can really come together as one. It's a primal force of energy, and actually when it comes to dignities and stuff like that, and Mars in the sign Scorpio is actually quite we can actually score it quite high. It's one of the best signs that you can actually go for when it comes to when we're checking dignities and scorings in terms of astrological technicalities, kumbaga. So Mars in the sign Scorpio is actually quite strong. Okay, it's very, very strong. Uh, and it's very different from Mars in the sign of Aries, which is also another Mars rulership. Mars in the sign of Aries kasi is ano they can take action, and then they can lose interest, and then para siyang eruption of a volcano na parang okay, sumabog na ako, end of story. That's that. But Mars in the sign Scorpio is not like that at all. So as long as gusto ni Mars in the sign of Scorpio ang isang bagay, it will not dissipates. It will not evaporate, it will stick and stay. So this is an energy na may staying power. So kaya si Scorpio is actually the sign na very fixed as well. So it's very stubborn and it does not let go. It does not want to let go. Let me emphasize that. And that is why a lot of Scorpio people, Scorpio is very much linked with all or nothing type of energy. It does not want to change their mind. Very rare that they can change their mind, especially if they have already made a decision na, okay, this is something that I want to do. And this is something that I really, really want. Very rarely that they are going to change. And if ever they change their mind, there could be other alignments that will be promoting that change of situation. But technically, Mars in the sign Scorpio does not want that. And since we're dealing with Mars in the sign of Scorpio, we are also dealing with possessions, with material things. And Scorpio deals with money. It takes away money. It takes what is theirs. Akin lang to, so akin lang to. All those kinds of things. It's also very strategic. So yun din yung isang difference with Mars in the sign of Aries, because Mars in the sign of Aries is like, I am a soldier and I fight. I don't think, I just act. But Mars in the sign of Scorpio, it knows how to act. It knows how to think first. Hindi sila basta-basta kumikilos. Pinag-iisipan nila yung mga ginagawa nila, kumbaga. And I need to do some form of investigation. I need to do some form of research first. I need to make sure I know what I'm talking about. I need to make sure that ito yung facts and ito yung mga bagay-bagay and all of those kinds of things. At the same time, that is also the reason why Mars and the sign Scorpio can be very much linked to people that can do a lot of manipulation and stuff like that as well. Mars in the sign Scorpio can be very much linked to alchemists of all sorts, looking into one ingredient to another and then mixing it all up and, having some form of discovery and stuff like that. So with Mars in the sign of Scorpio, this can actually trigger so many things, and it's actually very deep and dark. This can manifest in a way that triggers a lot of rage, a lot of desires, a lot of temptations. Because remember, Mars has a lot to do with our actions, our energy, and initiations. And if you still don't know, Mars, Venus, and Mercury, ito yung mga planeta kasi na pag may mga nangyayari sa kanila, na-influence tayong mga tao here on Earth. So you will see na pag kunyari, meron tayong Mercury in the sign of Gemini, people are keep talking, keep gossiping, and stuff like that. Regardless kung Gemini sila o hindi. Of course, it will be emphasized if Gemini sila talaga. Pero you will see that the influences or the energy gets spread out to people. And all at the same time, that happens as well pagka nagkakaroon tayo ng transit sign changes. So, nung Mars and the sign of Libra, ano ba yung mga nauso? Nauso yung mga issue about breakup, about relationship issues. And dito sa Pilipinas, no? If you are from the Philippines watching this video, which I think you are, marami tayong mga naging news about kila Alger and stuff like that. And maraming mga artista, whether in Hollywood or in in our local celebrity stuff na naghiwalay, nagkaroon ng mga issues, nagkaroon ng mga big issues regarding a relationship and stuff. And even, I think, even during the time of Libra season, nagkaroon din ng issue dun sa mga nababalitang mga abuse of relationships, lalo na dun kay, ano yun? Dun sa girl na na parang namatay and stuff like that. I forgot her name. Yeah, yung couple na nagto-travel together around the world, tapos the guy also went missing and stuff like that. By the way, that guy is actually a Scorpio. Just saying. So this is just more of a sample, no, na parang whatever is the transits or the energy gets reflected down here into our reality. Kung ano yung mga nangyayari sa transits natin in astrology, nagkakaroon to ng influences to people around us, yun yung mga themes na umaandar at na experience ng mga tao as a whole. And kaya natin pinag-uusapan ngayon si Scorpio because Scorpio is very dark, it's very deep, and marami siyang mga issues na bawal gawin. Okay, it's forbidden, it's a secret, and all those kinds of things. And sometimes things can go very nasty when it comes to Scorpio because truth is so hard to accept or deal with. And also Mars in the sign Scorpio can sometimes be very, very arrogant din, parang mayabang, very prideful and stuff like that. Like, ako lang yung tama. Ikaw mali ka. And you just have to suck it up. Yung mga ganong klaseng issues can be a Mars Scorpio kind of energy. A Mars Scorpio kind of energy, hindi naman ibig sabihin na they're not capable to know what is the truth from what is not. In fact, in most cases, they know if they are wrong. They know they are wrong, but ang mangyayari dito is like, I don't care. My pride is saying na hindi ko dapat ibaba ang sarili ko para dito. Hindi ako magsusorry and stuff like that. I know that I'm wrong, but I'll just let it be. So may mga issues of like that. Also, Mars in the sign Scorpio, this can actually make people blow off their head too much. Alam mo yun, mabilis sila ma-trigger, mabilis mainis, and stuff like that. And for some people, it might not be something being expressed, but they can actually feel this in the very internal level. Lalo na when we're dealing with transits, no? Kasi pag kinompare natin to sa natal chart ng tao, like for all Mars and Scorpio people out there that's watching this video, there could be cases na hindi ganun ang mangyari sa kanila kasi there are other elements in their own chart. So, merong mga influences doon na pwedeng maka-affect ng kung paano mag-play out ang Mars nila. But with our transits and what is going to be happening for November to December area, we should not forget that Mars is going to be in the sign of Scorpio. The sun is in the sign of Scorpio already. So this gets, para siya lang nagiging bubble of some form of dark force of nature or something like that. Also, Scorpio deals with waste. Okay. In medical astrology, it deals with your anus and stuff like that. So you should take that into consideration. So another thing, no, it's very revengeful, this kind of energy. Like, you have done something wrong to me, and regardless, no matter how small it might be, parang kailangan ko laging gumante, kailangan may gawin ako about it and stuff like that. And the thing here is that it gives us a lot of focus. It makes us, investigate really deeply and stuff like that. It can be very frustrated in most cases, lalo na dahil meron tayong square ni Saturn and the Sun. Saturn and the Sun is going to be squaring. And that will have a form of issue regarding this Mars and the sign of Scorpio. And all at the same time, every time the sun and Mars is together, regardless kung anong sign yan, there's always going to be an issue about some form of ego situation, egoistic mindset, egoistic things can be coming up, all of these kinds of things. And lalo na pagka nakasquare siya kay Saturn, because maybe there is something that is frustrating us. There could be some form of parang Saturn is like a police or authority of some kind. So parang, you know, maybe you've been given too much freedom, and right now ay parang police or something, or maybe your parent or your dad is reprimanding you on certain things, stuff like that. It could also be parang tinuturuan tayo ng lesson na parang hindi tayo pwede maging so much liberal with certain things. Alam mo yon, there are just things na pwede mong sorry, hindi ako masyadong magaling mag-Tagalog. Parang puwede mong takayin, takahayin, or something like that, and merong mga situations na hindi. Okay, forgive me if mali yung word na ginamit ko. But yun, the very good thing about this Mars in the sign of Scorpio is that it gives us a lot of focus and determination on certain things. Like, for example, meron kang isang certain task that you wanted to do, you'll have the energy to do them. You'll have that driving force and energy to do certain things. I would say no, since this can actually trigger a lot of anger, if you already sense na parang nakaka-experience ka ng mga anger and irritation, the best thing to do actually is to um do some form of exercise to release all of that tension. Do something, get a hammer, ano ka, gumawa ka ng handicraft or something like that. That's what I actually did recently. Though hindi naman ako irritated, pero I don't know. It actually happened the moment that Mars went in the sign of Scorpio. So sometimes I do take into consideration the things that I actually do the moment that it occurs. So the focus is going to be where Scorpio is going to be in your chart. And I would suggest to take a look on your own intuition or kung ano yung mga bagay na bigla mong naiisip. Because maybe meron siyang parang idea na may bibigay sa'yo. And that can actually give you some form of profit or money and all at the same time, all of those kinds of things. It really depends. But yeah, for some people, no, this can also be a situation na nakakapanghina, the lack of energy because of the square to Saturn at the same time. Also, themes that is related to the 8th house, which is mga legalities, mga criminal, yung mga records as a criminals or sexual stuff, adultery, scandals, and stuff like that. All of those kinds of things will come up to the surface. And at the same time, maybe something to do with sex or sex worker, or something to do with the occult, And just recently, I had this interview sa GMA sa Amazing Earth regarding witchcraft, which is very, very surprising because it's not every day that you get people in the mundane world, as I call it, to be interested with those kinds of things. So parang for me, it's very timely na they are going to release the video, the episode on Sunday, 5:20 p.m. and stuff on GMA Amazing Earth during the time na Mars is already in the sign of Scorpio. So parang alam mo yon, siguro marami kayong pwedeng matutunan and stuff like that. You'll find out a lot of things, and now usually it's hidden. For me, things that has to do with shamanism, spirituality, and occult of all sorts, all of these are like hidden form of knowledge that most people don't have access to. Some people are afraid to even tackle or talk about. So those kinds of things are going to be taking into play and stuff like that. Pero yun nga, there is also a situation kasi the sun is something that lights up being shown to the world and stuff like that. So since the sun is in the sign of Scorpio and it's going to be with Mars, the truth, no matter how hard it may be, nasty it may be, difficult it may be, it might just get revealed to the world, revealed to a lot of people, to everyone basically. And alam mo yun, I'm really hoping that hindi siya mag-manifest in such a way that can deal with fighting, you know, or I don't know. I just kind of feel that there's going to be a lot of irritations and stuff. But all the same time, Mars in the sign of Scorpio is really more of that sign na parang if they really feel like doing something, they can really go all out and they are never gonna stop until they get what they want. Whether it's in terms of work or in terms of love and all other stuff. Regardless kung ano yung goal mo, once you have set your mind, you can actually push through. The only problem here is that, if you're not dealing with another person, things aren't going to be so easy. Alam mo yun? Kasi all you need to do is to have that willingness by yourself. But if you are being stubborn, the other person is being stubborn, and the other person is another person is being stubborn, syempre magka-clash kayo, and that is going to be the struggle if that ever happens. So, I would say that compromise is still going to be the key, but all at the same time, this can be a situation wherein there is going to be some form of happening wherein you might just tell yourself that enough is enough. I need to put a stop into this. So I need to do something about it. So a lot of times Mars in the sign Scorpio can really create solutions or find that answer into things and finally take action to do it. It's just that it takes them some time before they actually do, because Mars in the sign Scorpio really thinks about things first before they can actually head on and do it, all those kinds of things. Also, let us not forget that during the time that Mars in the sign Scorpio, mag-oppose din siya kay Uranus. So this can actually be something na parang, alam mo yun, can really be nakakataas ng balahibo, nakakataas ng, ng, uh, ng sugar level, ng blood pressure, lalo na pag uminit yung ulo mo. Alam mo yun, all those kinds of things. Be careful of fire though. Be careful of fighting with people. Na-mention ko na to sa previous video ko. But this is also another addition into that, I would say. And yun nga, a lot of things that deals with the flesh, that deals with deeper stuff in life, I would say, lahat yan parang magkakaroon ng some form of focusing energy. I don't know why, but I end up thinking of activism of some sort. Baka magkakaroon ng rally, or I don't know what. I mean, hindi ako masyado updated sa mga nangyayari sa government and stuff like that. I really hope na hindi ganun yung case. But with the square to Saturn, no, I can imagine a lot of people being riled up and wanting to fight for something. Yung ganun. Parang a lot of people are being assembled into one location and fighting for their right, na ito yung dapat gawin, ganyan, nagwawala and stuff like that. That is just me. That's not even, parang partly astrology siya and partly my own intuition saying that. So I'm not making promises that can actually happen, but I'm not going to be surprised if ever occurs, because there's just something about this energy that can be quite, alam mo yun, parang can be quite harsh in one way or another, especially since by the end of November, papasok din tayo sa lunar eclipse. And that could be another stressful energy as sumasakit ang ulo ko as I talk about this video. Anyway, so yun ang Mars and the sign Scorpio. Now, I know I did say a lot of negative things. Actually, hindi naman siya negative. Okay, may pagka-darker tone kasi ang Mars in a sign of Scorpio, and you cannot help that because Scorpio is a very dark energy. So, and it's very intense. It's very sexy though. And ayun nga. So if it can have a lot to do with temptation and stuff like that, it would be really, really nice though if this is going to be happening, you know, na parang people are going to be interested with astrology and stuff like that. Or maybe you are going to be learning more about astrology. You'll want to find out more about yourself and stuff like that. You know, I can see that happening as a possibility for some people, but yeah, not everyone will have. I would say na to use this transit effectively, focus on either watching films. You know, I've mentioned this a Facebook group ko. If you haven't joined my Facebook group, you can go there through the link sa description ng video na ito. But basically, you can watch certain films na maybe related to occult or maybe related to wars or killings and something like that. You know, kumbaga ang ginagawa natin is like we're using the energy through other means para dun sila mag-manifest, para hindi sila makaapekto ng nangyayari sa atin in our mundane world. Kasi minsan, pagka may nangyayari sa chart natin na na-highlight yung Scorpio energy, that can create some form of chaos in our own life. So, china-channel natin siya para mag-manifest siya dun sa mga films na pinapanood mo and stuff like that. So, that can be a remedy that you can actually do on your own if you want to. So ganun siya. But anyways, if you have certain projects or things that you wanted to do, this could also be the time to do some form of research, do some form of drafting, magsulat ka sa notebook mo regarding kung ano yung mga plano mong gawin and stuff like that, because Scorpio needs to have that, investigation skills, practice first, before you actually implement it. So, meron silang mga ganong energy. So, doing a lot of research, finding out things, ano yung ba dapat kong malaman, ano ba yung mga dapat kong gawin to make it all happen, to make this vision happen. May mga ganon siya. So that's how you can actually use it. You have a lot of focus and determination to actually accomplish something. So use it effectively instead of trying to force things to other people. Mas okay if i-internalize mo na lang siya, focus on how you can better yourself and stuff like that. Anyways, so that's for my Mars and the Sign of Scorpio video. I do hope that you enjoy this video one way or another, and you have learned something in this video. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to tick the bell icon. And if you do want to book a reading with me, you can still book a reading with me for late November and certain slot dates for December or for next year if you wish to do so. Or you just can check my website in thestarsbykrissy.com to check my services regarding astrology, tarot cards reading, or intuitive reading. Or you can also check my charms and magical oils that I sell on my shop. And all those details will be down the description below this video. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye.